look at that artsy transition. Look who did that. That was me. I'm Styleboy and welcome to my world. My world, we're really spicing up this intro, okay? And today we are finally doing a 2K Q&A. I am so excited. Firstly, thank you guys for 2K. I think currently the last time I checked we're on 2.04. So thank you guys so much. Like, oh my god, like this has been my goal for so long and now I've like hit it. I'm like, yeah, let's just thank you. It's quite a nice way just to sit down and do like a general Q&A. But we're gonna be doing a twist. We're also gonna be doing a makeup look because I love makeup and I have not done one in ages, so I thought it'd be the perfect time. I got my brushes, I got my beauty products, I got my palette, and today we are gonna be doing like a tropical kind of look. Like I'm wearing a freaking neon top. If you enjoy this video, please just give it a thumbs up and subscribe, you know, make my dreams come true. My ultimate goal by the end of this year to hit 5K. If that can happen, bitch, yes! And without further ado, let's begin. Okay, so I'm gonna first start by priming it because I haven't primed my skin, but I've done my skincare. So to prime, I'm gonna be doing the Hangover RX primer. I got the tester size because your boy doesn't really buy expensive makeup that often, okay? When I was asking these questions, so I kind of thought there were mainly like 3 categories. There was like YouTube, then there was like music, which I kind of want to discuss just generally because yeah, and then there was like an other category. So I'm gonna first start off with all the YouTube questions because I also want to talk about YouTube. Like I feel like all of these questions just led me to talk about other stuff. But before I get onto the questions, I'm gonna first get the Maybelline 24-hour Stay foundation. I'm just gonna blend it in with my humongous beauty blender. The first kind of question I got was, what influenced you to create a YouTube channel? So I'm gonna like break it down because fun fact, which if you've like been subscribed and you've been during like a Q&A, so I'm gonna be looking down because it's like Disney mirror. You know, my Disney obsession has just never stopped. You've probably heard this story like 5 billion times, but if you haven't, you know, welcome to the party. The thing is, I've actually done YouTube, like I've tried to do it, I think about like 4 times in total. So this is actually the 4th time. So the first time I done it was when I was the prime age of 12, when I was in secondary school and I just got my webcam from my laptop and just started filming like, here's my 22 inspired outfit, because I swear to you that song is live. And I was like, yes, look at me thrive. I think it was 13 because she was 23 and everyone's like, why is she releasing a song about 2010? And I was just like, back off. I did that and I was like thriving and then I just stopped. I don't know why I just stopped. But then it was weird because what I remember doing was that I used to just film like as if I was like vlogging with my phone in year 8. So I was 14. Like when we went on a trip to the theater, which we went to see Billy Elliot, which is incredible. I just started like vlogging without even me realizing. So I was like, are you posting this on YouTube? I was like, no. So basically I was vlogging. Maybe if I still have the footage, I'll make it into a vlog. Oh my God, would you want to see that little 13-year-old Steph? Wait, I still have all the footage, including like a proper vlog clips of me going to the Taylor Swift Red concert. You know, my Taylor Swift obsession is never gonna die. I have that as an old video. I think I have one of my older tries doing YouTube. If you want to see those, it might be funny. It might be embarrassing for me, but great content for you guys. I just remember I really enjoyed it. And the reason why I think I did that is because I kept on seeing like YouTubers that I like doing it. So like at the time when I was 13, there was like Samantha Maria, Sprinkler Glitter, Zoella. Like I was really into the Brit YouTubers. Then I remember that I did it at 14. Why did I do it at 14? Oh, because I was bored. And I was like, oh, let's just do it for the fun of it. And then I did it again at 14. I did the sweater weather tag because, you know, if you are not part of the YouTube community, if you did not do at least one little tag, I actually love tag videos. I just love talking videos in general. So like, for me, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this and it's gonna really viral. Didn't. And then when I was 15, I was just like, you know what? I love YouTube. And I really was loving at the time, like, Zoella still. I had a real big Zoella phase. Alicia Mari and My Life is Ava. Like I was really into the lifestyle gurus. You know when like everyone used to film their videos like this? Like that was my life. So I ended up making videos. I just was like, you know what? If this doesn't go through, it doesn't go through, but we're gonna do it one last time. And I mean, look at us now. I freaking own a DSLR. I have 2K subscribers and my Dua Lipa video is doing really so yeah, I mean, obviously, like, we stuck it out and we real thrived. Let's go into concealer. This concealer, if you did not watch my favorites, you guys, this concealer is everything the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. Oh, and a little bit more ASMR. I think I got the same question, but it was like more from another person who makes really cool videos on his Instagram. How did you get into making videos? So I feel like for me, how did I get into it? So I feel like, again, because of the kind of content I was like making at the time, I was like, oh my god, yeah. I think it was simply because I enjoyed watching tags. And I think it was odd because it was like the high production days of YouTube where like everyone had like a videographer and like 500 different collabs and stuff like that. And I was just like, yes, I'm gonna do that. I never did videos like that. If you watch my old videos, it's just me going like, 5 ways to alleviate stress, or like, here's my summer bucket list idea. And the thing is like, I just got really into it because I think simply because it allowed me to be super creative and just enjoy it. And the thing is, I was also very open in my school about it. Like I think people were like started to talk to me from my first video, and then I just remember I just really enjoyed it and I just continued making them. And I think obviously like I do go through phases where I'm like literally stuck on what to make. Oh my god, I've been just having that phase literally like last week. No, this week I was having that phase of like, what the frick do I make? And I was struggling because I felt like for me, what I had was like all these like constraints of like, oh my god, like I have to make a video like this. Sometimes I feel like, especially if you're like smaller, or actually at any stage YouTubers can relate to this, especially when like a video like blows up and you're like, whoa, and like you see your channel is still having videos that are higher views, you then want to continue making videos like that, but you don't want to ditch the older videos. So for example, like I love making fashion videos, but the thing is like that video didn't get as many views as like me talking about autism or me talking about sexuality, and I was just like, oh, maybe I should make more videos like that. And I was like, oh my god, music, because people love music. So I was like, oh my god, maybe I'll do my Ariana Grande thingy. That didn't get the views initially, and I was like, oh my god. But then the thing is, if you enjoy making the content you're gonna enjoy, like that is honestly how you'll succeed. My base should look flawless. I think I get some powder. I'm gonna get the Makeup Revolution setting powder in the shade Translucent. Oh my god, don't make a mess. When you have a video you're passionate about, then people are gravitated towards watching it. Even if it's a video like you're not 100% sure that people will watch it no matter freaking what. So for example, autism, not exactly the most popular topic on YouTube. And the thing is, it's like, because I'm so passionate about it, I think people notice it, and even people don't have it and they still comment, and I'm just like, yes. Or even like, for example, like the Ariana Grande video. Yes, it may not get many views, but the comment section was popping up and people were messaging me like, oh my god, I loved your latest one. I was like, thanks, boo. And it's just like, it's all about the passion at the end of the day. Like that's why people make content. Okay, I'm gonna do my brows off camera because I feel like I take forever and I am the most awkwardest person when it comes to brows, so I'll be right back. Brows all done. This one is bushy pretty, you know? She's doing the most. I'm now going into the eye look. I'm gonna take my P. Louise base. I usually work like one eye at a time, so I'll do one eye on camera and then the other eye off. And then the next question, things you like about YouTube and things you don't like about YouTube. So, things that I like. Oh my god. I mean, obviously, I wouldn't be on it if I didn't like it. There's so much greatness in YouTube. Like, firstly, the ability to be so creative and so free within that creativity, and that's like incredible. It's so cool just to see different creators making so much cool different kinds of content in general, and it's fun. I love everything about it. I love the filming, the thinking, the branding. I love making the aesthetic for like the channel, and like every single little detail I adore, and I love watching other people's channels and the way they produce. It's so interesting to me. So the look I'm gonna do is like an orange and purple look. I think I got inspired by 2 makeup palettes. I'll show you. Basically, it's Lottie London's ex Lyala's Love's neon palette. I'm specifically talking about the Ibiza palette, this one. I did go and buy them because they're literally like £6 and like I freaking love the palette story. Like, I mean, look at this one. The green and the neon pink, such a moment. I honestly love YouTube for that and just allowing people to be themselves. I think that's like one magical part of it. I think also what I like about it is how much awareness it's kind of brought to the LGBTQ+ community. I think it was definitely one of the pushing forces because it allowed people to be open. Just dropped on the floor. I'm gonna jump back and forth, so I'm like between like makeup and thingy, so if it gets confusing, sorry. I'm gonna first start from the 25L palette from Morphe, which I don't know why this was semi-permanent of a palette. I'm just gonna get this like peach color and I'm gonna put it along the crease color. I think I'm gonna do something like orange and then purple on the bottom lash line or something along those lines. I love how much awareness it's brought, and also how I think it was one of the pioneers of allowing men in makeup. Not allowing it, but making it way more acceptable for boys and men to be in makeup. Like Patrick Star especially, like he was one of the first first men in makeup to become huge on YouTube. Like one of the first biggest ones. He is so an icon, and honestly, he really did that. Like I'm so happy that he did that. The saying is so true, like makeup is a one size fits all, and I totally agree, and I think he really pushed that forward, and I love that. And I think definitely has pioneered other men in beauty, so like James Charles or like me, for example. Like we have been pioneered to be comfortable enough to do makeup and to be, I don't know, to be comfortable to only do makeup, but he also pushed it to make it sure to have it be acceptable for men to make makeup. Like I think obviously like we are in the countries we live in, it's a way more like progressive, but even then I still think he did that, and I think honestly it's created amazing things because of it, and I just have to award it to Patrick Star. Honestly, this shade is doing everything. It's not what I expected, but I'm here for it. I'm next gonna go in the outer corner, something like a darker orange. I'm gonna take the shade Rusted from the James Charles X Morphe palette, and I'm just gonna put that on the outer corner. Honestly, still obsessed with this palette. However, then you also asked about things that I don't like. I think what I don't like about YouTube, I think firstly, how the whole thing about you need to find your niche. Like I definitely found it VidCon, like most of like the brand talk, something were like, find your niche, like find what you're into. And this is what I really wanted to talk about as like part of this topic, was just like, if you don't have a niche, like what happens? Because the thing is, I've tried to figure out my niche, because I've tried, and it's so impossible because I don't have a niche, because me as a person, I am quite multifaceted and I love so many different things. I'm not just into like one type of thing or like the other. I can go from literally this to playing on the Switch, Animal Crossing, I'm obsessed with, to then literally going and like tie-dyeing clothing, to then discussing music, and then going to discuss like feminism and autism, and then like talking about like general stuff, like random. I love just being free within that, and I feel like I'm so done with trying to fit like a certain mold and be like, oh my god, like I have to be this, not even like perfect, but have such a perfect niche. I'm like, the reality is your boy does not have a niche one bit. He doesn't. For me, I'm done with that. That's like one thing I don't really like about it. I get for other people it's like it's easier because it's like, right, this person's here for this. So like for example, like let's just take Alicia Murray versus Miss Remy Ashton. They could choose like very similar content, like they do, like they're both in the lifestyle category, but they both make very different content. So like Remy does a lot of like cooking videos and fitness and stuff like that, and then Alicia does more stuff like Amazon favorites and maybe some comedy and stuff like that. Like that's one way. And then you've got Lord DIY, who then does stuff like DIYs and challenges and stuff like that. I get that's why it's so much more easier to be like, right, this person's for this person's for this person's for this. But at the same time, it's like, I actually enjoy content that doesn't necessarily fit that. I like content in general from creators that are much more multifaceted. So for example, like Best Dressed, where she talks about other stuff like dating and financing. I love those. Or even like Jenny, where she does like a cooking video, and then she'll do like a vlog, and then she'll do like a haul. I love that as a creator, because like for me, it inspires me to make different kind of content. I don't have to stick into one niche and one type of category. That's fun. Like I love that. And yeah, there are content that I enjoy that may not be the most popular anymore, but I still enjoy it. And you know what? I'm gonna forever enjoy it. I'm gonna do a halo eye. Oh yes, Pete. The thing is, like, that's what I mean. I'm so done with it. And again, even for me, it's like I enjoy watching so much different kinds of content that like it wouldn't really make sense for me just to stick to one. And obviously there's like a pressure to put on yourself like but I feel like a lot of people just like stick to one kind of content, and I'm like, I am done. Okay, so I got some of the P. Louise base. I'm just gonna put like a little halo moment. Yeah, that was my long ass rant. I think obviously like the one thing, and this is just like a past track history of like YouTube demonetizing LGBTQ plus content. That's stupid. Like, nah, people just have their coin. Firstly, sexuality is for some people it's very difficult, and their content is helping them massively. And also like, I guess because like also favoritism within YouTube, like even the way it's run can be super favoritism, because it allows the big people to get bigger and the smaller people to stay smaller. It can be quite difficult, but at the same time, it's like, you roll with the punches. There's not much I don't like about it. This is really pretty. Wow. This is like tropical bird. I'm gonna take this like random spray that I got in a BoxyCharm box once. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. Ah! And then we got also one from my queen. Oh, there we go. Oh, look at her thrive. Let's just take a moment. Aha! Ah! from Kendall, my queen, she asked your favorite videos on your channel. So I have a couple and I will list why they are my favorites. So my first one is my Rome video. If you have not seen my Rome video, please check it out. I went in 2018 at the end of the year because of my parents' 25th wedding anniversary. And honestly, I have to say, everything about that video, I'm just like, round of applause, Steph. The coloring, the editing, the clips, like everything about it, like perfectly showed that holiday. And I actually just adored it so much. Like that is still one of my favorite videos. I'm so proud of it. Like hands down, that's one of the proudest videos I've ever done. Another video I'm so immensely proud of, I still would say it's one of the best videos I think I've ever made, full stop, is my body positivity one. Hands down. See, the thing is, like, I don't really care about figures. For me, it's like how I feel doing it. And like that video, I was so happy with because it actually talked about body positivity within such a different way and was just open about it. Like, and that's what I really, really liked. It wasn't just like applying to like one type of gender or one type of person or one type of size. It was to everyone of different sizes and different body types. And obviously, again, like I could have had more different people, but even with the people I got, they gave me everything I needed. I'm so obsessed with that video. And again, thank you to everyone who submitted from that. You guys actually are iconic and amazing. This eye look is also iconic and amazing. Just saying. Who knew purple and orange was such a vibe? We're finally getting to the purple, and I'm gonna take from the Morphe palette Love Wins, and I'm gonna put it on the bottom lash line. The other thing is I have like other videos which are like the most silliest, random ass videos that I still love absolutely to death, and are some of my favorites. So like my music battle with Jay, still love that one. Even my Dua Lipa video, I still love that. And even the reviews I did of like all the Ariana Grande albums, I loved that. So for me, it's less about like numbers and statistics. It's more about if I feel super duper passionate about it. And I feel like, again, like recently I've been really feeling that passion. And even like this, like I know it's not the usual content I make, but I still love it. This eye look, whoa. I'm gonna blend in these two, just hoping it doesn't look muddy. Okay, so I think we've done all the YouTube questions. This look is transformed. Okay, so next category, because I feel like I love music so much, I feel like the next category should literally just be dedicated to music, because I got one music question and I will talk about this for ages. And that question was from my friend Nutella, and she asked, your favorite One Direction solo career? She asked why? Well, firstly, I never was into One Direction as a kid. I got so annoyed by them because my older sister used to play them like every freaking day. So much. She was such a big stan, my older sister, Mon. She just played them. But the thing is, like, I don't know why, but I think it's because of Amanda BB again. I watched her review all the One Direction albums because I got bored, and also because I like hearing people talk about opinions. First ranked them, and then I also watched her review each of the solo careers. So I was like, ooh. And then I actually started checking them out again. There are some real bops, okay? Like Stockholm Syndrome. I understand why y'all are obsessed with that, because now I'm freaking obsessed with that. So my favorite. See, okay, I'm gonna do two ratings from the best solo career, like the one who's like, I can tell is gonna strive to greatness, and then my favorite. So we cannot deny, I'm sorry, but Harry is freaking slaying it, okay? Mr. Harry Styles is doing it for every single one. Honestly, not my kind of music. If you've seen me react to his album, I was just like, nah, bitch. But he has definitely done the best. And I also think it's because part of it's like because of how much he's transformed as an artist, because he definitely went from like the boy band trope to literally becoming a gender fluid, iconic king who's making soft rock music popular again. Like, he's really did that. And again, like, I know artists have been doing soft rock, pop indie for a while, but like he really did that, okay? He did the most. This eye look is doing the most also. I think, wasn't he one of the judges for the Met Gala last year? I think he was. That's impressive, okay? One album and you're a freaking judge for the Met Gala. You did that, bitch. However, my favorite solo career, I think it is actually, to be honest, Zayn. Like, I think Zayn has one of the best vocals of One Direction. Okay, fight me. I feel like it could be so good. Like, I really hope his management like fixes up and actually makes him more popular again, because he's such a good artist. Also, congratulations to him and Gigi. Like, I love his music. Also, he did work with Taylor Swift. This is actually kind of a moment. Okay, bitch. He is so far my favorite. Also, like, There You Are, such a good song. One of my favorite songs of 2019. The person who I feel like is gonna have the next best career is Niall. Niall is really doing the most. He initially came out out as like a solo artist, I literally thought he was gonna be like an Ollie Murs trope, and he's now just changing that around. Louis is doing Louis, and like I have nothing against it. It's just like I feel like he could do better for his career. Again, I know what's happened has been very sad. I know he's released an album. I could see him doing something, and then like Liam, bye, bitch. We don't need another stereotypical Britpop again. Nah, this is really pretty. Wow. I feel like a cute little star in the outer corner will look sick with this. Oh no, did I ruin this? Oh no, I didn't! Oh, that's cute. Yeah, I think this is so far like a really fun, tropical, summery look. I will do the other eye camera so I'm not boring you to death. I shall see you guys very, very soon. Hey, we done it! I feel like this needs bronzy skin. This was not the approach I was going for. Oh, we'll just do something soft and orange, and then it went into like freaking explosive. Okay, so for bronzer, I'm gonna go for the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. Oh, it smells so good. So now the last two questions are like random, but I still feel like kind of important. So first question, we're going back to Kendall for this. So Kendall asked, only live with one palette, which one would it be? The James Charles X Morphe palette, 100%. Ow. I would say that one for the pure factor you could do anything with it. It's literally got every single shade you could possibly dream of. It's literally an entire rainbow, and it's so easy to work with. They are so pigmented. Like, I'm not kidding you. They are easy to blend, like, and I actually love it so much. It's affordable for the price, so like I would recommend it, especially if you're a beginner. Oh my god, if you're a beginner, get that palette. Because you can also work with stuff like bronzer and blush and highlight and contouring with just that. And it's such a good palette. So like 100% I would say go for that. Bring my bronzer way more up than usual. Need to make me look more bronzy, because I feel like with this eye, we need like bronze day vibes, like 100%. And the last question was from my good friend, my great friend actually, Mr. Mikey Cook. You asked, what have you been doing to keep occupied during quarantine? I honestly say it depends on the day. Before I fully answer this question, I'm gonna go take a blush, and I'm gonna take Lottie London's Blush Crush in the shade Justin. And when we mean Justin, we mean Justin Timberlake. I think it honestly has been depending on the day and like how I'm feeling. So like, for example, I've been trying to keep productive as frick. For me, it's something that it just makes me feel, for me, just like super me. I love doing stuff. Like, for example, filming. I've been doing so much filming. Editing. I've been playing Animal Crossing on my Switch, because I actually did cave in and bought a Switch, which even to be able to say I can afford from like saving money and stuff like that to buy a Switch makes me so happy. I've been doing tie-dyeing. Yesterday, for example, I was feeling so down. Like, I literally just watched YouTube videos and just did nothing for the whole entire day. I'm not kidding you. And that's okay. You don't need to do 500 different things at once. Like, don't feel pressure to be super productive. So just do things at your own pace. I've also been, but if you're generally asking just like for curiosity, I've been working out also, like usual. I've been jamming out to music. I've been making playlists. I've also been though learning about taking breaks and not putting myself in pressures to have to make 500 different content at once. I'm basically doing stuff at my own pace, and I'm really liking that. And I think that's what I'm learning a lot from this. For me though, I really want to learn to FaceTime people more, and I really am going to try and do that. I like doing that because I like seeing people physically, and also just like it's a nice way to talk to them. Oh, by the way, I'm taking the Wet n Wild Blossom Glow highlighting powder. But yeah, I was just trying to like talk and basically do stuff that makes me feel happy. Ooh. I actually miss filming videos like this. I think from now on, I'm just gonna become multifaceted. Really love doing content that makes me happy, and I feel like this is making me happy, and talking to people is making me happy, and fashion videos make me happy, but so does music, and listening to all the Ariana Grande albums. This is so pretty. Lip time. I feel like because so much is going on, I just want to stick to like nude. So I think I might just go for the fancy gloss. Again, ASMR. Yes, bitch. Oh yeah, this just fits. It feels because it's just like, why am I talking while doing this? Yeah, it works because like everything looks glossy, and I think it almost matches the highlight because they both have like a pink reflect. I am actually here for this. Does Steph look pretty? Yes, he does. I'm gonna set this because I'm also gonna take some makeup first. And this is the complete look. Actually, I've had so much fun filming this video. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And comment down below any other video ideas you want to see from me. Please like, subscribe, share. You know what to do, and I shall see you guys very, very soon. Oh, cheers, adios, goodbye, people. Goodbye.